What if I told you that people from opposite sides of the world, who never met, who never spoke the same language, told the same stories? Stories about floods, dragons, cosmic trees, trickster gods, and heroes who embark on epic journeys only to return transformed. Coincidence? Or could there be a universal language written in the symbols of myth? Welcome to Mythos Edge. Today we're going on a journey through cross-cultural mythology. But we're not stopping there. We'll dive into a debate that's been raging for centuries. Are myths just poetic metaphors and primitive explanations for natural phenomena? Or do they contain truths that science has yet to grasp? Let's explore. Let's begin with one of the most universal tales, the Great Flood. In Mesopotamia, Utnapishtim is warned by the gods about an upcoming flood and builds a massive vessel to save humanity and animals. In the Bible's Genesis, God instructs Noah to do the same. In Hindu tradition, Manu is warned by the Matsya avatar of Vishnu and survives by building an ark. Chinese legend speaks of Gun and Yu, who battle rising waters to save civilization. Native American tribes such as the Hopi speak of previous worlds destroyed by floods. The Aztecs believed they lived in the fifth sun, after 4 prior worlds perished, some by deluge. So what's going on here? Did ancient people independently imagine the same catastrophe? Or did these stories stem from a real, ancient flood, perhaps caused by melting glaciers or a comet impact? Science suggests several cataclysmic floods occurred around 10,000 years ago. Could these have seeded humanity's collective memory? Science says these stories are mythologized memories of real disasters, like the Black Sea deluge or the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis. Mythologists argue the flood is symbolic, a cleansing, a rebirth, a transition from chaos to order. It marks the death of the old and the birth of the new. The synthesis? Perhaps myth preserved a real event, encoded in symbolic language, passed down across generations. Now let's look up, way up. Cultures across the globe imagined a central cosmic structure, a tree, a mountain, or pillar that connects all realms. In Norse mythology, Yggdrasil is the world tree. Its roots reach the underworld, its branches cradle Asgard, the realm of gods. The Maya envisioned a ceiba tree that grew at the center of the universe, its branches touching the heavens, its roots in Xibalba, the underworld. Siberian shamans climb symbolic trees to move between spirit realms. In Buddhism, enlightenment was achieved under the Bodhi tree. This axis mundi, world axis, is a bridge between dimensions, linking the mundane and the divine. Science says this is projection, humans seeing natural forms like trees as metaphors for reality's structure. Myth says the axis mundi represents access to higher knowledge, insight, and spiritual ascent. Trees resemble neural networks. Could the world tree metaphor mirror the structure of the brain, or even the universe's hidden design? Meet the tricksters, universal agents of chaos, wit, and transformation. Loki, in Norse myth, births monsters and brings Ragnarok. Coyote, in native lore, reshapes the world with his mischief. Anansi, the spider of West Africa, teaches wisdom through cleverness. Maui, in Polynesia, captures the sun, lifts islands from the sea. They lie, cheat, break rules, but they also give fire, language, and shape to creation. Carl Jung believed the trickster is an archetype within all of us, the part that questions norms, rebels against stagnation, and drives evolution. Science argues tricksters reflect cognitive flexibility, adaptive behaviors that helped humans survive. Mythology insists tricksters are sacred fools, necessary disruptors that catalyze creation and awareness. A deeper angle, perhaps myth captures the paradox of progress, creation through destruction, order through disorder. Serpents and dragons slither through nearly every myth system. To the Chinese, dragons symbolize luck, power, and wisdom. The Aztecs revered Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent who taught agriculture and astronomy. In Genesis, the serpent offers the forbidden fruit, knowledge and sin. The Norse sea serpent Jormungandr encircles Midgard, waiting to bring the end of days. Evolutionary psychology suggests humans have innate snake detection pathways, rooted in survival instinct. But why elevate the snake to divine or demonic status? Science explains, we evolved to fear serpents, and that fear inspired awe. Myth responds, serpents are guardians of sacred thresholds, representing death, rebirth, and transformation. Perhaps ancient humans imbued serpents with symbolic power due to their hypnotic behavior, venom, and skin shedding, making them perfect metaphors for hidden knowledge and renewal. Campbell's monomyth diagram, then scenes from Gilgamesh, Odysseus, Rama, King Arthur, Beowulf, and Luke Skywalker. From Mesopotamia to Hollywood, one story emerges again and again, the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell called it the monomyth. A hero leaves home, faces trials, meets mentors, battles demons, both literal and metaphorical, and returns transformed. Odysseus fights monsters and temptation to reach home. Rama fights to uphold Dharma. Arthur unites a kingdom and returns Excalibur. Beowulf slays dragons. Luke Skywalker leaves Tatooine to bring balance to the Force. Science views, the hero's journey mirrors developmental psychology, our growth from dependence to autonomy to integration. Myth argues, it is a sacred path, our soul's purpose mapped in allegory. Modern synthesis, stories are coded rituals. By watching or telling them, we psychologically rehearse life's transformations. Carl Jung theorized the collective unconscious, an inherited reservoir of archetypes shared by all humans. Mother, shadow, hero, trickster, anima, wise old man. These figures appear across mythologies, dreams, and modern storytelling. Science once dismissed this, but new studies in cognitive science and evolutionary psychology suggest universal patterns in perception, storytelling, and emotion. Science cautiously agrees. These archetypes are adaptive cognitive schemas, survival tools. Myth maintains, archetypes are more than mental constructs. They're keys to transcendent truths. Possibility, maybe archetypes are both inherited instincts and spiritual maps. How is it that Aboriginal Australians, Polynesians, and Arctic tribes, isolated for millennia, tell similar myths? Sky beings, cosmic floods, shape-shifting gods, and soul journeys recur across geography. Three main theories exist. Diffusion. Early myths spread with migrating humans. Parallel development. Similar minds generate similar stories. Deep structure. Myths tap into a timeless collective dimension. Is myth discovered, like gravity, or invented like poetry? Cross-cultural mythology reveals something profound. Humans tell the same stories not because we copy each other, but because we are each other. Whether through ancient texts, oral traditions, or blockbuster films, we express the same longings, fears, and hopes. Science dissects reality into parts. Myth connects them into meaning. But what if we need both? Science without myth is blind. Myth without science is static. Together, they help us navigate mystery with both reason and reverence. Which side do you lean toward, myth or science? Or are they two sides of the same cosmic coin? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and join us at Mythos Edge, where legends live and truth wears many masks.